That's my mom. She was like that. Never does a mother get too old to deserve your touch. Never. In fact, the older they get, the more they need it. Amen? Thirdly, give your mother acknowledgement. They have an incredible job, and they don't get no pay for it. No position in the business world compares to the physical, emotional, or spiritual commitment she has in motherhood. No. I want to share with you a poem that I came across just recently. I was studying for this sermon. It says this. The title of it is No Occupation. She rises up at the break of day, and through her tasks she races. She cooks the meals as best she may and scrubs the children's faces. While school books, lunches, homework too, all need consideration. And yet the census man insists she has no occupation. When breakfast dishes are all done, she bakes the pudding maybe. She cleans the rooms up one by one and with one eye watching the baby. The mending pile she then attracts by way of variation, just as they come out, that's the way she does it. And yet the census man insists she has no occupation. She irons for a little while, then she presses pants for bed. She welcomes with a cheery smile, returning the lass and the laddie. When they're coming home from school or coming in the door, wherever they're coming from, she's always there to receive them. She welcomes with a cheery smile, returning the lass and the laddie. A hearty dinner next she cooks, no time for relaxation, and yet the census man insists she has what? No occupation. Don't ever make the mistake of asking the lady, do you work or do you stay at home? The only thing worse you can ask is when she is due, and if you're not 100% sure of it. That was so funny. David did that to me yesterday. Michelle is going to have a baby. I just found out yesterday. David called me over. He says, come here, Brother White. Usually when someone does that, it means my zipper's down. He said, is Michelle pregnant? She's not here this morning, but I was going to give the news. She is pregnant. She's I guess the yard sale just got too much for them. How many know that moms have an occupation? And they don't get paid for it. They don't get a dime for what they do. And I'm telling you, this is our payback. And many moms and wives today have to work on top of a full-time job in order to make ends meet. And yet they do it and do it with love. And in spite of all that she does for us, we become sometimes impatient with her. We forget to acknowledge all that she does. And we tend to take things for granted. We get so used to being taken care of that we begin to expect it. And when it doesn't happen just when we think it should happen or how it should happen, we get angry. Slam doors. Act like idiots. How do I know? I've been there. I've done it. I'm not proud of my childhood and the way I treated my mother. I've been making up for it for the last several years just to let my mom know. But I was 40 years old before I ever called my mom and said, Mom, thank you for all the shirts you ironed for me, and I just expected it. I want to thank you for what you did for me. And Mom, I am so sorry, and I want you to forgive me. That was 20-some years, 25 years ago when I told her that, and I've been so grateful for my mother. She always bakes what I want when I come home. And whatever it is, and it's a German chocolate pie, or if it's a cheesecake, or whatever it is, if I ask for it, it is there when I get there. Never failed. Always been like that. And we get outraged when our clothes are still dirty and they weren't washed or ironed or whatnot. Instead of just being thankful that they do it for nothing over and over again for years and years and years. Don't you think moms need a thank you? Some kind of acknowledgement, appreciation? Huh? Wow. Young people, it is unfair for you to be more kind and considerate and patient with your friend's mom than you are with your mom. Amen? I wish it was filled up. I'm going to preach this on Wednesday. because we have like 25 to 30 kids here on Wednesday, so I'm going to just preach it then. They slide on Sunday morning. And I just tell David I'll preach this little message because it's important. But your mom deserves better. She's not an old rug you can just step on and push out of the way and just move on through your life. And what she wants more than anything else are these intangible things. There was a focus on the family. A letter came in to Dobson years ago. He says, to all my children, I suppose my upcoming birthday started my thoughts along these lines. This is a good time to tell you what I truly want are things I can never get enough of, yet they are free. I want the intangibles. I would like for you to come and sit with me and for you to be relaxed. We could talk or we could just be silent. I would like for you just to be together. I would love that. This is an 80-year-old mother writing to her children. I need your patience when I don't hear what you say the first time. I know how tiresome it is to always be repeating, but sometimes I must ask you to repeat because I don't hear it that well. I need your patience when I think too much about the past. And with my slowness and my set ways, I want you to be tolerant with what the years have done to me physically. Please be understanding about my personal care habits. I spill things, I lose things, I fall down, I get unduly excited when I try to figure out my bank statement, so I can say that for my mother-in-law. I can't remember what time to take my medications, or if I took it already. I take too many naps, but sleep helps me to pass the day. Please forgive me, kids. Oh well, there you have it. All I need is some time, some patience, a little bit of tolerance, and some understanding. Those are the priceless gifts I would like to have this Mother's Day. Finally, in this letter, I want to remind myself that I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. And you too can, kids. So bear it up. Come by and visit with me. I would love to hear your voice again. It's a wonderful thing to know. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he cares for me. I guess being old is not so bad after all. Love, Mom. Amen? Amen. Affirmation, affection, acknowledgement. Then give your mom some attention. Mothers, listen as you pour out your heart to them all through your life. My wife would be there. My son would walk in, my youngest son. She'd fix tea for him every night when he'd come home from work. I'd be in bed. He wouldn't get home maybe until 11 o'clock or whenever he came in. And she would always be up looking for her son. And she would fix him a cup of tea. And they would sit and talk and talk. And I just think, wow, she is something else. I know that that's why they did a documentary on these guys that are on death row, and you knew who they wanted to talk to every time, 90% of the time who they wanted to talk to, if they were still alive? Their mother. Their mother. You know why? When they were talking about all these guys that did these murders, they're on death row. They would interview their mothers, and they say, I know he killed 7 people, but he's a good boy. He's got a good heart. I know he slaughtered and ate 25 people, but that's my son. I don't know what happened to him, but he's always a good kid. Always something. It's in the heart of a mother, isn't it? Just hard to write them off. It's hard to admit that something went wrong somewhere in your life to make them like that, but that's the heart of a mother. It's like an unconditional love that they have for them. And that's the mother instinct within these people. And that's what love is. Love is spelled in a marvelous way. It's not only spelled L-O-V-E, it's sometimes spelled T-I-M-E. Giving them the attention. They gave you the attention. They're still wanting to give you the attention. There's not one time I'll go in, my mother-in-law will be, this is before God. She'll be eating her breakfast, and I'll walk in the door. She'll put everything down, and she'll come out and sit in her chair, and let's talk. I said, no, Granny, you got to eat your food. Eat your food. graduates. Over and over. This has happened years and years now. I'll just go over. And she drops what she's doing. Isn't that true, Manny? You drop what you're doing and you come out there and sit down and talk to me. Unless I say, I'm in a hurry, I've got to go. But I love to go over and sit and talk and chat and learn and spend time with my mother-in-law. I love to do that. I go over there a lot more than my wife does. I know. My wife would say, where have you been at? I've been looking for you. I said, over talking to your mom. Ooh. You talk to my mom more than you talk to me. I said, yeah, but I'm going to have you a few more years. I don't know how long I'm going to have your mother, so I need to talk to her more. The reason I do that is because I know that is a need. And every mother's heart, as they grow older, becomes a more desperate need. And I know that means something. And I hate when I get so busy that I don't have the time to do things like that. But when I get the moment, even if it's only for 10 or 15 minutes, I like to go and show my interest, my love, my care, and to give them a little attention because they need it. Let's give our moms that. They richly deserve it. Not only do they need it, they deserve it. They've been there for us through thick and thin and everything else. She took the time to teach you, to minister to your needs, and now it's your time to minister to hers. So, children, love your moms by showing them that attention. That's a great gift you can give to them. And last of all, give her appreciation. There were an elementary science class that had been studying. They studied about magnets somewhere during the course of the year. And so in the final exam, they had this question. 6 letters that start with M that picks up things. What am I? 90% of the class missed the question. But they got the real secret. They put down mother instead of magnets. That's what mothers are known for. Picking up things. Now finally we're training our children to pick up their own things, and I appreciate my kids. Before they all leave, they'll make the grandkids go in there, pick up all the things and put them back in boxes and everything else because it can look like a cyclone. Because now we don't have 4 kids, we have 12 grandkids, and man, they can shamble the place in seconds. And so they make them all get together, and they go in there and pick up things, and I think it's all great until I go in the backyard. And when I get in the backyard, I find out, here, they didn't play with the gifts that we bought them. They're back there taking old pieces of iron and pieces of fence and pieces of pipe and anything they can find. They're building forts and digging holes. And I go in my backyard and almost trip and fall. And they laugh because they said, that was a trap, Papa. It works. I went to go out my back gate. I couldn't even open it. Here they had it all wired shut. It took me. They'd already gone home. Here I'm out there for about 20 minutes trying to pull all the wire off this door so I can open the door. It's a trap, Papa. I love to set traps for me. So now I go and check the backyard before I let them go. Yeah. Okay, back to the backyard. Let's clean up the mess. Digging holes. I don't know how many broken ankles I almost had falling in their holes that they dug back there. Hey, that's kids growing up. And they take so much for granted. But there's nothing too good to give to your mom. You can never repay her, but you ought to die trying to. I was just home, and when I was home, my mom, we got in about 2:30 in the morning. We drove through the night so we could be there. And my mom always gives up her bedroom when my wife and I go home. I told Mom we can get a hotel, we can sleep in the basement, we can sleep on the couch, we can sleep in a chair. Mom, we do not want your bedroom. Please, Mom, please, Mom. No. My mother, she'll sleep on the couch, she'll sleep on the floor, she'll sleep, but she will never sleep in her bed when my wife and I come home. That's when we sleep. Can't argue with her, can't fight with her. She She was so angry with herself that she fell asleep because she told me, I'll be there to make sure the door's open. The door's always open in her house. I've never known to lock the door ever in all the years we've been living there. The door's always open. I said, Mom, the door's always open. I just walk in. She said, yeah, but I want to be there to hug you. That's my mom. And she fell asleep. I don't know where she was at, but she fell asleep. We snuck in real quiet. We got in bed. We went to sleep. 7 o'clock in the morning. We got there at 3 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock. Come on the door. Are you there? Are you there? I am so sorry. Hollering to the door. I'm so sorry I missed you. I got up and clicked the door open, and I knew I better lock it because she'd just come barreling in and giving her son a hug and a kiss. I got up, breakfast was made. Then she made some apple cinnamon rolls. Oh, yeah. My mom's had cooking, yeah. And we was having a funeral. We was home for a funeral. Had all these people in our house. I mean, it's like Grand Central Station. Had trailers parked outside. People were staying in trailers coming in for this funeral. My mom was fixing and doing everything and she's 86 and just going to town. Just go. And then she says, well, after the funeral, I want to go see Jackie. She just lost her eyesight and we need to go visit Jackie. But before we go there, I got to go up to the nursing home to visit with Sister Woodward, Mrs. Woodworth. She's not doing well and I need to go up and see her, one of her dear friends. That's my mother every day. She gets up in the morning. You know what she does? First thing she does in the morning, she drives my younger brother to work because he lost his license because of drunken driving. And she gets up and drives him to work and back every day, goes and picks him up. I said, Mom, I'll take him. You're not taking, I'll take him. So I drove him up there and I preached him all the way there and I went and picked him up and I preached him all the way back. So you're 50 years old, it's time to get a life. Dear me. That's my mom. Mom, it's just, she's there. Got 2 nephews in prison. It's going to be the death of my mom. She worries about it all the time. It killed her mom. My older sister's dead because her son's tormented her to death. I see my mom and it's just amazing. Before we left, we're sitting there. She had some flowers out of the arrangement for the funeral. Live flowers. What kind of flowers were those, baby? Red ones, pretty ones. Yeah, okay, whatever. She pops them out of the bouquet. She pops them. Here, take these home. We plant these in your yard. And then she said, I'm afraid I want to show you what I'm working on. She had a quilt on the Bible. And she's making all these quilt patches and they're crocheted. She's crocheted all these emblems of Noah and Abraham and sheep and goats and Jesus and the cross. The whole Bible, huh? Yes, embroidered. I'm sorry, embroidered. Whatever. I always let Mom do that stuff. Embroidered all of this on there. It's unbelievable. She says, this will be ready when you come to visit me next time. The whole Bible, quilt, mega money, mega money. That's my mom. And then we're wanting to leave. She's not wanting us to leave. So wait, I got a mission. You need to take some green beans home and some tomatoes that I canned last year. It doesn't grow old, so don't worry. If it pops, then it's okay. If it don't pop, then, and we check that and make sure there's no darkness on there, because then it's not good. But I can, I'm really good. I've heard this about 5,000 times. So I bought some beans home and some tomato sauce. And that's my mom. I go through this every time with her. And she's supposed to give us the snacks and everything else before we walk out the door. She walks us to the car, hugs and kisses and everything before we leave. I love my mom. I love my mom. It's one of the greatest creations God ever made. When the good Lord created mothers, He was into his 6th day of overtime when an angel appeared and said, "You're doing a lot of fiddling around on this one." The Lord replied, "Have you seen the specs on the order? She has to be completely washable, but not made of plastic. She has to have 180 moving parts, but all replaceable. Run on black coffee and leftovers, have a lamp that disappears when she stands up, a kiss that can cure anything from a broken leg to a disappointing love affair, and 6 pairs of hands. And the angel shook his head slowly and said, 6 pairs of hands? No way! It's not the hands that are causing the problem, the Lord said. It's the 3 pairs of eyes that mothers have to have. 1 pair that sees through the closed door so she asks what's going on inside their kids, even though she knows. Another in the back of her head that sees what she shouldn't, but what she needs to know. And of course the ones in front that look at a child when he goofs up and says, I understand, and I love you, without so much as uttering a word. I'm so close, the Lord said to the angel, to creating something as close to myself as I've ever created. Already, I have one who heals herself when she is sick, can feed a family of 6 on 1 pound of hamburger and get a 9-year-old out to stand underneath a shower to get washed. Not only can she think, she can reason, and she can compromise. Finally, the angel bent over and ran his finger across the cheek of this creation that God had made. And he said, what's her name? He said, Mother. She's a mother. As the angel ran across, there was a wet tear that came down her eye. He had not seen that. He had not seen that before. And he was so moved by that. He says, what is that? It's leaking, whatever it is, it's leaking. He was concerned. And the Lord said, no, that's a tear. And the angel said, well, what's that for? And the Lord replied, it's for joy, and it's for sadness, it's for disappointment, it's for pain, it's for loneliness, and it's for pride. And the angel said, wow. Wow. How did you make that? And the Lord said, I didn't. It just came. That's a mother. When God made Mom, God created a miracle, unique and precious, and they deserve all the honor and the praise that we can give to them. I love my mom. I talked to her this morning before I came to church, and she said, well, I gotta go quick. I got church. I said, I understand, Mom. Hallelujah. She got the Lord in her heart. Wednesday night we came to a funeral, all this stuff going on. She says, I'm going to Bible study. I was wanting to go so bad with her, but I was so tired. I couldn't even think. I just couldn't even think. I said, Mom, I'd fall asleep if I went down. I've only had about 3 hours sleep. I just can't do it. That's all right. You think, I'll go home and I'll go down and get the questions. You come up and help me answer. 500. She got it out. That was one of the last things we were doing. She had them on the table there. What's the answer to this one? What's the answer? Oh, dear, we're going to be here until Jesus comes trying to answer these questions. I said, Mom, this is cheating. You can't cheat. You try to get these answers yourself. I got most of them. This is the tough ones. I love my mom. I love moms. I love Mary. I sit with Mary, with Ricky, visit her home from time to time, and just always get out. Usually I get to talk to her before church. Love Mary, because you remind me of my mom. Remind me of my mom. And a lot of moms remind me of my mom. There's a lot of things I'm not proud about growing up. A lot of things I took for granted. A lot of things I didn't show to my mom that I wish to God I had. She was my dead mother. Ran the Cub Scouts. She's the one who encouraged me to go to Boy Scouts. And when I quit Boy Scouts because I became a Christian and wanted to pursue the ministry, my mom encouraged me, you only have 5 more merit badges. You can become an Eagle. Please get the 5 more merit badges. And I didn't do it. I wish to God I'd listened to my mom. I thought I knew more. I'm going to serve the Lord. Well, it would have looked pretty good on a resume of being an Eagle Scout. I missed it by 5 merit badges just because I wouldn't listen to my mom. Ran me everywhere. Did everything for me. And I was so ungrateful for that, Susie, all those years as a kid. And been trying to make up for the last 25 years. I was in Africa, didn't get to shore at the time I get to shore now. I love moms. Moms are a precious commodity. They're a miracle from God. And I want all of our moms to stand if they would. I think they deserve a hand clap of praise. I want you to come on up and get a little gift here. You're a rose. You're a beautiful rose. All your different qualities. Each petal represents, each stitch here represents a different quality. Come on and pick whatever color you want. I got one for my mom. I'm going to send it to her. Hallelujah. And if there's some left over, we'll let the kids take some to your moms, so you can take one to your mom. But this is for our moms right now. Let our moms all come and you choose the color you want. And if your mom is alive, get one for your mom. Tracy and Marlene made plenty. Bless their hearts. I never have to worry about it. Tracy, come on up. Come on up here. Oh my, that's so selfless. Hey, Mom, stay up here. We're going to pray for you. We're going to pray. Come on, Mom. She's not going to get away that quick. Let's give these moms a great hand clap of applause. Thank you, moms, for all the more what you do every day. We know, believe me, we know we've been life long enough to know that this is an endless cycle of things that you do every day, and so many times you don't get the appreciation you need. And this is just a little way of saying we deeply, deeply appreciate you, and we recognize it's a tough thing, especially in the hour that we're living, to be a mom. Some of you work full-time jobs. Some have 2 jobs, plus taking care of the home. I can't even imagine what that would be like. You're great. You're tremendous. You're a miracle from God. And we appreciate you. Lord, I pray you keep your hand upon our mothers. We are so blessed and grateful to have so many. And I pray, God, that you would keep your hand upon them in such a special way to protect them, to guide them, to keep them, Lord, close to you. Lord, be their strength. Be their helper in the time of need. I pray, oh Lord, you'd ever sense your presence. They would ever know that you're there for them. And that, God, you would use them to not only bless their children, but to bless other families. And to be used to you to be a light and a minister of your love to this world. For Lord, we know that when you created these, you created something as close as you could possibly be to yourself when you created a mom. And so, Lord, let them use that influence. Let them use, Lord, that rare gift that you've given to them to touch the lives of many, especially for the Lord. And God, I praise you for them. Now, bless them. Bless their homes. Bless their lives. And God, will thank you for it in Jesus' name. God bless you. Let's give them one more. God bless you. Happy Mother's Day. Yeah. Amen. We're going to close with that hand clap. And make sure you give them all a hug and a hand clap and show your appreciation to them. Praise God. Let's see. This girl has this. She has this. Yes,